G'day, gang. How are you? Sadly, you have to meet me. My name's Mr. David Petty. I'll be the guy linked in with you in terms of this course, Exercise Science. Been teaching since 1995. I'm sure some of you are thinking the 60s, the way I look, but no, 1995. So I don't know. I don't want to get into me just yet. I will get into the course a little bit. So I'm looking at this course. It's sort of three parts. The first part's the orientation, which for someone like myself who's not technologically savvy but learning, perhaps like you, then you've got the history and evolution of sports, and then exercise science. So the first thing you need to crack is this orientation. First time I did it, I got 6 out of 10. Then I decided I was going to read everything and watch everything and do it. I got 8 out of 10. Took it a third time and I got 9 out of 10. Okay, so I'm there with you if you struggle with it, but I got through it. So that's your first hurdle. So before you can get into the course, you're going to have to pass that orientation. And you can do that, well, you've probably already started that if you're looking at me. The second part of the course is nothing to do with exercise science. It's the history and evolution of sports. So we'll look at race, we'll look at culture, we'll look at traditions and how sort of they've changed and how they've influenced exercise and sports. That's the first 2 units. Right now, we're looking at that being, till Easter. So we really don't get into my so-called specialty, exercise science, until after Easter. So that's anatomy, physiology, the biomechanics, all that kind of thing. So your first hurdle is the orientation. Second is the history and evolution of sports. That's part of the course. There's some major expectations and objectives you need to complete there. And then exercise science. Okay. Couple other things, because I'm not a big talker and I've been talking long enough. In terms of when you can get in touch with me, either via email or I'm learning this Google Hangouts, or even you can pick up the phone, is usually in the mornings. I tend to be an early riser, so I usually like to get to work no later than 7 so I can turn on my laptop then. Usually in the morning. I also do cooperative education. So right now I have over 30 kids that'll be in the workforce in the afternoon. So mornings will always be best if you want to speak to me or get me live, I guess as they call it. The other thing that I'll let you know is if you're going to communicate with me, anything to do with email, just put PSK for you in the email, because that way it'll filter into that filter or that label. So PSK for you in the email if you're sending me something. Okay, that's it for now. Yeah,